Alright, this is topic 4.1, circle basics. We're going to use this diagram and write down the identify each thing that we're pointing to. This first one, this dotted line right here, that's a radius. And a radius is when you connect the center point to a point on the circle. So if there's a point on the circle to the center, that's a radius. This point is in the exterior. The C is the name of that's how you name a circle, and it's in the center. This one right here, let's use the point. I think I'm going to call it AB, and I'm going to put AB is the diameter. A diameter is when you put two radii together and the end points are on the circle and it goes through the center of the circle. This point is in the interior of the circle. Alright, let's go to example 1 and let's name. When you name a circle, you always name it by the center point. So on this one, the name would be circle Q. And so you draw a circle with a dot in it and you label it with a capital letter. That's the circle. That's how you name the circle. To name the radii, that's the plural for radius. There's only two of them on this picture that are actually plotted points. See, there's not a point here. So it's QT, segment QT, and segment QP. What's the length of the radius of the circle? That's labeled right here. That's 16 meters. What would the length of any diameter of this circle be? That would be just doubling the 16. If you had a 16 and then another 16, that would give you 32 meters. So just take twice, let's write that down. Twice the radius will equal the diameter. When we name all the interior points, those are all the points labeled in the picture that are on the inside of your circle. So it's point R, Q, and S. Those are the only interior points. There's only one exterior point, and that would be X. Point X out here is on the outside. Let's go to example 2. On example 2, you're asked to calculate the radius or the diameter. This one, the first one, R, the radius is 27. So you would just double 27 times 2, so that's 54 inches. If the diameter is 12x, then the radius would be 6x. If the diameter is 18.6 centimeters, half of that is 9.3. So if it's giving you the diameter equals half the radius. If it gives you the radius equals twice the diameter. So just remember that you're either doubling it or taking half. Okay, let's label some lines, segments, and lines that intersect circles. If it just intersects at one point, this point is called the point of tangency. The line that goes through that point is called a tangent. If the line intersects at 2 points, it's called a secant. And if it's a line that has endpoints on the circle, it's called a chord. You'll have to refer back to this picture if you forget the names of the different types of lines. Okay, let's go to example 3. Example 3 wants you to name the following. The first one is name the center of this circle. That would be the point in the middle, so that's center. That point is O. The radii are the points that go from the center to the circle, so that's ON, OR, and OM. Those segments are the radius, the radii. A chord is anything that hits the circle at 2 points. So if you name the chord, you could name this chord here, even though it is also a secant, you can name the piece of that line. So MT is actually a chord if your symbol shows a segment. Another chord on this one is the diameter here, MN. And those are the only chords that are drawn. The secants, now if we put MT, but we put arrows on the end of our symbol, that means we're describing the line that actually intersects at 2 points. Looks like this one, that's the only one on here. The diameter would be MN. And there's only one tangent line. The tangent line that hits at one point is this point Q. You could really name it using any 2 letters. I'm going to use PS. PS is a line, so I'm going to put an arrow over. Oh, I forgot to put a segment on that one. And the point of tangency is the tangent line where it hits the circle, so that's Q. Okay, I think that's it for that one.